Hello my lovely ravens and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chantel and today I'm going to continue Purrington Hollow. If you haven't seen the first video of Purrington Hollow, I will leave a link in the description box and the iCard section. I think it's that side for you to watch so you can catch up on the lore that I told in that video. Basically, it is Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade combined but populated with cats. So I hope you enjoy this kind of content. I hope you will join me for this journey because it will be a long one. Purrington Hollow won't be perfect, but it will be fun, and that's the main part. Plus, I need your input for this project. I'm saying it won't be perfect because most of it will be made from cardboard and it will be full of detail, so there's that. I will be posting polls on my Instagram, which is just the easiest way to go about this. I know there's a poll option in YouTube as well, but Instagram is the best way to go. For this project, I want to go through everything with you. So I want to sit down and explain my process. I want to take you through to my garage where all my cardboard is stored, how I select things, and how I build it completely from scratch. Also want to do some live streams where I will be building cats. I want you to submit your cat photos and the story behind your cat so I can incorporate your cat in my Purrington Hollow build. This behind me is the cavity where I will be building Purrington Hollow. It is a big space, so there's 4 of these IKEA nooks in width and 2 high. I can even go higher if I wanted to. But that is the Purrington Hollow space. I've already prepared it with cardboard at the base, so if I want to I can take it off and remove it, display it somewhere else if I wanted to. I want to make shops and living quarters throughout the entire world of Purrington Hollow. Like it is a Diagon Alley, Hogsmeade, people live there, cats live there, not people. Cats live there, but they can also go shopping. It is their village. So the shops and living quarters you can look into, but then I'll eventually want to make removable covers of the shop fronts and the houses as well, so you can have a sneak peek inside and make it explorable. I think this is all I want to tell you for this intro. Let's take you through to the first thing, and that is selecting some cardboard for the first build, which is going to be in this corner. And I think I'm just going to start with some cardboard boxes, putting them in and connecting them together. Eventually I want to have a tree sitting just off the center here with a platform on top with more houses and whatnot. Probably an even bigger tree in the corner over there, and have hanging bridges and nooks and crannies and little spiral staircases and whatnot. This is also where you come in. You can prompt your ideas to me as you wish. I will leave a Google form in the description box below so you can submit your cat ideas, your cat photos. You can email them to me with the email address provided. It's a different email address than my normal email address. It's specifically for Purrington Hollow, so please do so. I already had, I think, 8 or 10 submissions for cat ideas. I want to stay close to the Harry Potter world. We can have a Sherlock Holmes cat and we can have his front door. It fits perfectly in that world. It just needs to fit into the Harry Potter universe, if you know what I'm getting at. I think you do. Let's just get started. The reason I look like this, by the way, is because it is 40 degrees here. It's hot. Anyway, let's go into the garage. Let's go this way. It's on the back of my car. If you ever see me driving, say hi. Okay, no judging. Okay, this is project materials. Okay, so I have some cardboard boxes here, and I think this one is a nice depth. So we'll put it on the treadmill. We'll put that on here, and it's hot in here. It's like 36 or 40 degrees in here. I'm gonna select some more boxes. Probably that one looks like a good one. And this one's probably a little bit too deep. But yes, I'm just gonna select a few boxes. This is probably a good one too. This one that sits at the bottom here. And then I'll see you back in the craft room. So for now, I've only taken those two with me. However, I have some more boxes down here. I've just been saving them over the past while. So Amazon boxes are good for what I want to do with them. So this one would probably be good too. And there's a box inside there too. So that's a bit more narrow, as you can see. So let's see what we have when I stack them. So this is how I would create the whole world of Purrington Hollow. As you can see, I just cut off the sides of the box, and this is the base of every building. Now I can put layers in there, put the shop front on and stuff like that. So here we have the wall, and so far I'm quite happy with it. So I've just cut off all the covers from the boxes. I'm going to unfold them from this bit and then going to fold them all like this. So in the middle I just need to put a strip of cardboard from the same box, so it's a flat surface, so we don't have any bumps in the back. And yeah, I think we can go from here. So I think for the top ones, especially those two, I am not that tall. This is taller than me. So I'm not gonna glue them on yet or attach them yet. I am just going to leave them there, and I might actually do that with the rest as well. So I might just work from bit to bit. I just wanted to make a shell so I know what I'm working with. That is my leftover pile. So all the cut-offs from these boxes. And yeah, I think we have something to work with. This is the very first cat I made. And he is definitely not perfect. He's supposed to be a hairy cat, but I'm not sure if I'm happy with him. More because he doesn't have any legs, or paws, I should say. So I wanted to use a different book for that, and I'll show you that in a second. This is the book that I want to start using for the Purrington Hollow cats, mainly because they are very lifelike, and this book has various styles and variations of cats. They look absolutely beautiful. Different poses, different breeds. I will show you my plans for this, because I did some shopping quite some time ago in 2023. So the other book that I have is this one, Needle Felting for Beginners even, by Ross Dace and Judy Belchin. Is a beautiful book, but I won't be using this one. Maybe for some techniques. So this bunny is what the cat is based on. Now these are my needle felting supplies. I got this from AliExpress in 2022 even, because I wanted to try wool felting. Then I got these ones, all these cat colors from a local company in Western Australia. Husband got me this from Moo, plus these felt bits and for Christmas. And I got these from a local shop here in WA as well, so these can be used for the base. Yeah, and this is my felting pad, and also from Moo or AliExpress I got these templates that can be used for ears. So various ear sizes. and shapes, noses, eyes, if I want to make bunnies, I suppose. But they don't live in Purrington Hollow. So there we have that. So now you know my plans for this bit. A project like this is always very involved, and it uses a lot of materials, but this is the main thing. It is that wall over there, and it is making the Purrington Hollow cats. So to keep track of everything Purrington Hollow related, I wanted to set up this Google form. It has everything that I need for ideas for Purrington Hollow. So it says, do you have a cat or idea submission? It can be a cat like your own, your idea, or whatever. It can be an idea for the world itself. What elements would you like to see in this world? If it is a cat submission, it has everything that I need to know to go off of in order to make a cat. And then I would like to make most of these cats in live streams. So I hope you can join in for that. If not, no hard feelings, because live streams are a commitment. If you do have ideas or the cat submission, give me as many details as you possibly can. Fur, color, texture, clothing, accessories, anything, you name it, it needs to be in there. Mainly because I am a very visual person and I Google images that can inspire me to make things as well. So yeah, there we have it. Everything is in the Google form, so just go there. For this first video, I want to create a cat and what he does. And the first cat is going to be a milkman. Let's get started and go to the top-down view. First, I'm going to get all my felting supplies, which is my mat, my needles. I have a brush here that I don't end up using, my felt, of course, and this beautiful book. I am going to be using this pattern or template, and I scaled it down to 33% with my printer, and that is going to be the exact size of all the cats that I will be using throughout these projects for Purrington Hollow. And if you want to know how large these cats are, they are really not that big. I have a ruler here and they are about 4.5 to 5 centimeters each for just the main body. For this milkman cat, I'm going to make this standing cat. He happens to be white in the image as well. His eyes are yellow and blue. However, I don't have any cabochons yet. I have some coming, so that will probably be used for the next cat. I don't know how familiar you are with needle felting. I am not at all. I'm just giving it a stab. I ordered some needles from a local company and I just started felting. Make sure if you do this to protect your fingers, because you will miss-stab and grab your fingers and it's not pleasant, let me tell you. After doing the base with the gray, I'm going over with white. I should have probably just made the whole cat in white, but I did not have a lot of white, so that's why I used this technique to go over with the color that I wanted to be. Here are the little paws, and this is the back paw with the hip, and it will be attached just like so. And here you can see that I actually made this first cat, or at least the body and the legs, too large, only a smidge too large, and then I made the face, and then I tried the head on the body and the body was just too large. But I decided that after making the face, making the body was a lot easier, because I was quite happy with the face. This was my first attempt and I was really happy with the result. So I kept the face, I remade the body, I kept it obviously for maybe a future cat. But here we have the cute little face, and I used just very standard small eye pins for the eyes. This book has doll clothes for dollhouse dolls, and I found this apron and I thought this would be perfect for my milkman cat. So I'm going to make a little apron. I cut out the patterns, I scaled them down first, and then I cut them out and stuck them on the fabric with some needles, and then I sewed around them on the machine. And then I'm going to hem the stitches here, or the edges I should say, with some Fabri-Tac glue. And I'm using glue because this is so tiny. I can use some stitching, but the stitching around that is just too tiny and too close. So that worked perfectly fine. This is what the apron looks like unstitched. I'm just gonna stitch on that pocket. It is an actual pocket. And on the sides there you can see 2 elastics. Those are going at the back, and then the 2 at the top there are for the shoulders. They go over the shoulders and cross along the back. The pattern said to use elastic, so I did, and next time I might actually use some ribbon. I couldn't find any white or dark blue ribbon, so that's why I went with the elastic that I still had in my stash. And here is the apron on the cat. I absolutely love it. And I think I need to make him a hat too. I won't show that because that was a very quick process. But in the end, he will have a little hat. Onto the cart. I have a template for this as well in my Etsy shop and in my Ko-fi shop. And if you would like, you can purchase it there. It will do well as a cart for 12th scale for a kids cart or a toy room cart. The template also comes without the handles and without the open side panels. I also included closed side panels. If you wanted to, you can even cut this on the Cricut and just use multiple layers for that one. And yeah, the only thing you really need after purchasing the template is a 3mm dowel or skewer, so you can have that as the wheelbase and as the handle. I am fully assembling the cart here, but in the end, when I am going to make my own cart for this project for Purrington Hollow, you will see that the cart is not put together completely, just so I can paint it more easily. Also, my cart says Moo Mews Milk and Creamery on the side, specifically for my project. This is left blank in the template, so you can customize it as you wish. Just putting the wheels together here. You can also use a piece of rolled up paper. If you roll it up really tightly, that would work as well for the wheelbase. And I also included some of these little rivets that you can slide on the dowel. It will give it a bit more strength, and you can add some detail by using those as well. Just gluing on that final wheel there and the final rivet, and then the wheelbase is done. Here we have the cart. This is basically what you get in the template, with open and closed sides and with and without handle. And I think it came out rather cute. For my cart, I'm going to start with applying a gloss varnish. This is so I can seal in the wood, because I want to use this decor crackle base. On top of that clear varnish, I apply the crackle. And on top of that, I apply this white acrylic crackle paint, or just white acrylic paint will work as well. A thin layer, so the crackle will show quickly. There we have it. And I wanted to see the wood grain through that white paint, so that's what I did there. I also applied it to the wheels, and now I'm just painting the rivets black and that wheelbase black as well before I paint that with a silver. On Thingiverse, I found these milk canisters and also tiny bottles that will act as my milk bottles. That's these ones. And I printed the milk bottles with a transparent filament and the milk canisters with a white, and then just painting those black and silver. The cart was looking a little bit too new, so I'm going over with some watered down acrylic paint and just wiping that off as much as I can, just to give it a bit more of an aged look. Now I'm going over with silver over the canisters to make them look like actual canisters. For some of the milk bottles, I wanted them to look like there's milk inside. So I made a mixture of Mod Podge, water and paint. So it has a base to stick on like with the glue. And then I also made some with caps on top. So I made these caps with this hole punch. This is the thing that goes on top. This is a Fiskars 3mm hole punch and a strip of plain printer paper. I'm going to glue that printer paper and wrap it around the top of the bottle. I hope it comes across because it's very tiny. And then glue that little punch out circle on top to complete the cap. And then for a finishing touch, I painted them silver, and I really like the look of them. For the lettering on the side of the cart, I made the Milk and Creamery and Moo Mews in a dark blue, like a navy blue, a little bit like his apron as well. I wanted this to look fresh and of course like a milkman, and this is what I came up with. Then I go over with the same crackle paste, or medium rather, and then with the acrylic paint again to make it crackle as well on the sign. Here are the painted canisters. I'm really happy with how these turned out. I did not add any aging, but I think they look good. And the tiny milk bottles and the cart. I think it's time to put it all together and see what it all looks like. And this is it for this video. I had so much fun coming up with a character for Purrington Hollow, and I really hope that my vision on where I want to take this series comes across in the first part of the video. Feel free to ask any questions or leave suggestions in the comment section, or fill in the Google form that can be found in the description box and the pinned comment. All my social media can be found in the description box below as well. And if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell notification button so you don't miss out on any future videos, and of course become part of the Raven family. Thanks so much for watching, stay safe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!